Buying and selling Pokemon cards can be one of the most difficult challenges for new collectors, seasoned collectors, and veterans of the hobby. The reason is, the more you learn, you realize there's more that you actually don't know. We are about to get into simple and effective tricks, not only to make the hobby more enjoyable, but to make you more successful along the way. And this first one, I cannot recommend enough. It's this little tool right here called Gixen. Wait, you can't see that. There we go. This tool is so useful because it literally bids for you on eBay, so you never have to worry about forgetting an auction again. And I'm sure that we can all remember plenty of times when we forgot about an auction ending on eBay. All you have to do is to go to the listing of the Pokemon card that you're trying to buy on eBay, scroll down to the bottom, copy and paste the eBay item number over to Gixen, you plug in your maximum bid, and you can
forget about it.
And the great thing about it is that you get 11 free snipe bids a month, so if you're just a casual buyer on eBay, you can use this tool completely for free. And how it works is it bids in the last 0.1 seconds for you, so not only does it help you not forget about the auction ending, but for you specifically, it prevents shill bidding against you because you're bidding so late in the auction. One of the biggest keys to success in this hobby is optimizing your time efficiently. So if you can enter in all of your bids in one sitting and then forget about it and move into something else, you don't have to stop what you're doing later to enter in the bid because you've already done it all at once. Liquidity, liquidity, liquidity. This is a controversial tip that we're going to touch on super briefly, and this is the most difficult to master and find the perfect balance, especially if you collect, buy, and sell niche items. But what exactly is liquidity and how does it relate to shiny cardboard? Liquidity, by definition, is the quality of being readily convertible into cash. Or in simple man's terms, how fast Pokemon card turn into money. In a perfect world, nobody wants a card that they bought with the intent to resell to sit for 6 months before somebody buys it. There's an inherent cost or opportunity cost that comes with a card like that because you're waiting for someone to buy that before you can put the money somewhere else. Liquidity isn't everything though. If you aren't strapped for cash and you know that if you buy an item, you can hit a huge premium on it, but you're gonna have to sit on it for a bit, that's a completely different discussion. But if you are buying something with the intent to resell, look at how many of the items on the market, how fast they move, and how much of a premium that you can yield by purchasing this item. Because all these are really important factors that a lot of people don't take into consideration before they buy something. Raw cards. The tip that we're about to get into will save you money about 95% of the time. And we're just gonna go over one fundamental tip about this because this could be a whole different discussion. I know that there are a lot of people watching this who grade cards, and there are probably a lot that don't. Grading your own cards for your collection can be one of the most cost-effective ways to enjoy the hobby, if you know what you're doing. If you're looking at a card online and you're thinking in your head, is this a potential PSA 9 or is it a PSA 10? Don't buy it. If your intentions are to grade a card into a specific grade and you have thoughts in your head that it might grade lower, just don't buy it. Something that we all know is that pictures online of raw cards can be very deceptive. If you're looking at a card online and you see a couple flaws, I can almost guarantee you that there's gonna be more that you're gonna find when you see the card in person. And never be afraid to ask for more pictures because this has saved my butt so many times. The only way to get better at this is to handle a lot of raw cards and pre-grade many of them just using pictures and asking for additional ones. The people who excel at this still struggle because it's not an exact science and it's not very easy. And there is always room for human error between the buyer, the seller, and the grader. And super quick, the next hack to become a better buyer and seller is to use Instagram. If you are posting often and staying heavily engaged, you can come across some incredible deals. But it's also great for selling because once you build up a reputation, you make some friends in the hobby, you can avoid selling fees too. So it can save you a lot of money along the way. And speaking of Instagram, I have a video for you right here where someone reached out to me asking to buy their collection for $4,050. Did I end up making money or did I lose money? Click here to find out.